Did you remember May 29, 2023? Tinubu just got sworn in. Nigerians were watching. Some people were celebrating, some people were skeptical and maybe crying. And then he opens his mouth and says just 4 words that change everything in this country.
Fuel subsidy is gone.
Fuel subsidy is gone. That's it. No warning, no preparation, no cushion for the ordinary Nigerian. And from that single sentence, everything, I mean everything, from food, transportation, rents, light bills, everything started climbing from that time till now. Now, we're in 2026, 3 years later. And the question every Nigerian is asking is this: was this the renewed hope we were promised? Or are we just suffering for nothing? Because Tinubu promised us that we'll suffer a little bit and then we'll enjoy. But where's the enjoyment? Today on this channel, we are going through Tinubu's promise by promise, one after the other. No favoritism, no tribalism. We are going to score the administration honestly. So stay with me.
Security has been top priority of our administration. We shall reform both our security doctrine and its architecture. We shall invest more in our security personnel. The first subsidy is gone. Subsidy can no longer justify an ever-increasing cost of dry resources.
Welcome back, guys. If you are new here, in this channel we talk about Nigerian politics, economy, current affairs, entertainment, facts, and not propaganda. So if that's what you are looking for, subscribe right now and turn on post notification. You will never miss a video. Now let's get right into it. Before we go in, let me tell you something about today's video. We will be scoring this administration by each of the promise that they have given to us from 2023. One after the other. Every promise will get 3 ratings. Either we'll say they are fulfilled, that is, the action has been taken and we are seeing visible results, or we'll say partial, where a particular promise is done but the reality does not match the promise, or we'll say not yet delivered, when the promise exists only on paper. So we are going through these promises without any emotions, no tribalistic anything, just facts over sentiment. Let's go. Promise number 1: fuel subsidy removal. For me, that one is fulfilled because it was fulfilled at a very painful cost, right? Let us start with the one that nobody argues with. Tinubu said he will remove fuel subsidy. He did it on day 1. Literally, that man did not even wait for 1 week. Now, when he came in, petrol was 195 naira per liter. Today, Nigerians are paying about 1,350 naira per 1 liter. That is over 500+ % increase from when Tinubu took office. His supporters will say, look, the subsidy was corrupt, it was wasteful, it was benefiting the rich more than the poor. Honestly, the arguments might be valid. There's some truth in it. But here is my own problem. Tinubu's promise was that the money saved from removing subsidy will be directed into infrastructure, into development, and helping Nigerians. And up to today, if you know, please show me a clear account of where this money is going into. What are we seeing? All we are seeing is a proposal to buy presidential jet, to buy a luxury yacht. So the money left for the poor is now used for luxury, right? Where is the money? Promise fulfilled, yes, but the benefit for ordinary Nigerian, we are still waiting. Do you understand? Let's go to number 2. Number 2 is he promised us better economy and strong Naira. For me, I would say that one is partial. Partial. Numbers look better on paper, but the street is telling a different story, right? This one is very complicated. So stay with me. Let me break it down because I want to be fair. I don't want to be biased at any point. On the government side, these are real numbers, okay? Nigerian GDP actually grew by 3.98% in Q3 of 2025. External reserve are now at 7-year high of about $47 billion. Nigeria has recorded a trade surplus of 5 consecutive quarters. These are not fake numbers, but now let me now give you the other side. That naira we're talking about has dropped from about 450 naira to 1,700 at its worst point, when it was at its worst point, that same dollar. Inflation hit 34.8% in December 2024. Food inflation peaked above 40%, and Nigeria's debt jumped from 87 trillion in May 2023 to 144 trillion in December 2024. So yes, some macro indicators are improving. But if you ask the woman selling tomatoes in May 12, or the woman buying diesel to power his shop at the moment, is this economy better? The answer you will get is a very loud no. As a matter of fact, the content creator did that test, and almost every one of them said no. The economy on paper and the economy on ground are two different things right now. That gap is what is making many Nigerians frustrated. Yes. Let's go to promise number 3. Minimum wage. The number went up, but that inflation that we have has cancelled the effect. On this one, I give Tinubu his credit, right? Because labor went on strike and workers were pushing for increase of the minimum wage as of July 2024. He raised it from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira, more than double, right? And the law says it will be reviewed every 3 years, which is actually good on paper. But here's the honest truth. When inflation is sitting above 34% and the naira has lost over 100% of its value, how much is 70,000 naira really worth? Let me tell you. Economists will tell you that 70,000 naira in 2024 buys you less than 30,000 naira bought you in 2019. Yes, inflation has eaten the increase even before the workers get to spend it. So did the number go up? Yes. Did purchasing power go up? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, saliently, Tinubu said it.
Use the purchasing power of the people, we can further slow down the economy.
That is going to reduce the purchasing power of the people. And people were clapping. He didn't understand. That is why I just use partial for this score. For this particular point, let's just take partial. Okay? Let's go to promise number 4. On promise number 4, student loans. That one, he fulfilled it. One of the cleanest win for Tinubu. All right, so let's give credit to whom credit is due, right? Because it is okay not to be biased. The student loan scheme is one of the promises Tinubu actually made, and he followed through. And I think it deserves recognition. He signed the first student loan bill in 2023, and then signed an improved version in 2024. This time, creating NEL Fund, the Nigerians Education Loan Fund, by May 2024. So students were already applying. No guarantor required. Repayment only starts 2 years after your NYSC, which is good. Is the implementation perfect? No. A lot of students still get complaints, and the process has its delay. But for the first time in Nigerian history, a child from a poor home has a legal government-backed way to access educational funding for university. That is not something you can dismiss. Let's give Tinubu a good pass mark for that. Tinubu gets a good pass mark for that. So let's go to promise number 5. Security. For security, that one, cancel. Not yet delivered. Still one of the biggest wounds. I want to be very careful here because this is a sensitive topic. But we have to be honest. Tinubu promised safer routes, reduced kidnappings, and a decisive fight against terrorism and banditry. Tinubu, in his 2026 budget, he allocated 5.41 trillion to defense and security. He announced a new national counter-terrorism doctrine. Those are steps. But what is happening on ground? Farmers in the middle belt have abandoned their lands because of insecurity. And that is directly causing food price to go up. Kidnapping reports are coming irregularly from Northwest and North Central. Remember that in August 2024, Nigeria went into the streets for an end bad governance and protest. People were genuinely angry because security is the promise that affects everything else. Agriculture, investment, tourism, jobs, and until this one is addressed properly, no other promise can reach its full potential, including schools. This particular promise is a failure for the government. And hopefully, things will change. We are very hopeful about that. Anyways, promise number 6. Job creation and youth empowerment. In Tinubu's words, he said, recruit 50 million youths. And let them take away from their recruitment source.
And we are competing with our brothers and the bandits. to recruit from the youths who are unemployed, 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What do we eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here.
Not yet delivered though. Young Nigerians are still japa-ing. Tinubu promised millions of jobs, a digital economy, youth empowerment, and yes, the tech and finance sector are growing because people are decided to be innovative. But here is the issue. Those sectors are concentrated in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. What about the millions of Nigerians outside those cities? Are they getting gainfully employed? The poverty rate today as it stands is 38.9%. When Buhari left, it was even 40.1%. So it has barely moved. Manufacturing, which is the sector that creates mass employment, is very weak. We are one of the lowest manufacturing country. It's not right. And the japa wave is not slowing down. Despite Donald Trump's agitation, blocking the borders and all of that, people are still japa-ing. Young Nigerians with skills are leaving Nigeria. When your best and brightest is packing their bag, it tells that the job market is not giving them the reason to stay. This promise, it has a long way to go, I promise you. And number 7, which is one of, for me, it touches my nerve. Electricity, not yet delivered. As a matter of fact, Tinubu campaigned with electricity. He said if he's not able to produce power, maybe I should insert it here for you to watch. I should insert it.
Whatever way, by all means necessary, you must have electricity. And you will not pay for estimated bill anymore.
A promise made is a promise kept.
Will be a promise kept.
Can you imagine?
If I don't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me.
I don't even need to argue about this.
That's
one
the truth.
You already know the answer. You are probably watching this video on your phone charged by a generator or an inverter. I'm currently recording this video with a phone that's having 13%. Tinubu did sign the Electricity Act Amendment Bill in 2024. So there's legislative movement. But what have Nigerians experienced on ground? Electricity tariffs dramatically went up. Power supply has not improved in any consistent way. And the infrastructure problem, transmission distribution, are still deeply broken. As a matter of fact, Aso Rock, currently they're using solar. The man that promised you electricity is using solar for power. We are paying more for electricity and getting less of it. That's the reality of Nigeria today. It is one of the most frustrating or met promises of this administration. Yes, and it affects most of what we are suffering today. Promise number 8. Food prices and agriculture, not yet delivered, because the market is still currently punishing Nigerians. This one hits hardest for most Nigerians. Food is not optional. I bought tomato. How many pieces? Maybe 5. 1,000 naira on Sunday. Tinubu promised to support farmers, reduce food inflation, and cultivate 500,000 hectares of farmland across the country. But food inflation peaked above 40% in 2024. The government has tried to help by suspending import tariffs on some food items. But Economy says the impact has been limited because the number of affected products is small and the policy is temporary. Then you had security problems. You had the road problems I mentioned earlier. Farmers are running away from farmland in the middle belt. Now you can see why food prices will stay high. The market woman is still struggling. The farmers buying garri and tomatoes are still struggling. This promise is not landing where it needs to at all. So let's do the final honest verdict. Let me give you my honest summary on this whole thing. First, subsidy removal fulfilled. Be answering me as I'm calling them. Student loan scheme fulfilled. Minimum wage increase partial. Economic reforms partial. That one is micro, but it's improving. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Security, what? Not yet delivered. Job creation, not yet delivered. Electricity, not yet delivered. Food prices, not yet delivered. So here's the question I want you to think about deeply before you comment. The World Bank and IMF are actually praising Tinubu's economic reforms, And the economists are saying, look, these kinds of structural changes takes at least 3 years before ordinary people feel the benefit. 3 years from 2023 means 2026. So this is the debate. Is Tinubu a leader that is making painful but necessary decision that Nigeria will need in the greater tomorrow? Or is he a leader where the pain is causing is failing the ordinary Nigerians, while those at the top are not feeling any of it? Both arguments has weight, and I think for us, this is an honest place for us to land this argument. So guys, I need you in the comment section right now. Drop one word. If you think Tinubu has a pass mark, drop passed in the comment section. If you think that he's right on track, drop failed in the comment section. If you think he has let Nigerians down, and drop average if you think that is in between. Finally, what promise do you feel Nigerians need most personally? Is it the food prices, the light bill, the naira, or the security? I will read every single comment on this channel, and trust me, I will reply every single one of you. If this feed video has given you value today, you got real facts, real balance, please share it. Send it to someone who needs to hear about both sides of this conversation. Like the video so that more people can find it. Okay, please support us. And if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? We are doing this every week. New video will be dropping soon. You don't want to miss it, right? I'll see you on the next one. God bless Nigeria, and God bless you. Let me know where you're watching from in the comment section.